Just a few blocks away from downtown Monroe stands a small brick building. If you drive around back, you'll spot a number of people who call this place home. Wesley Kazaya came to the Union County Community Shelter after his life hit rock bottom.
The money that came with being a good worker just, was too much for me to handle at the time, and having an addictive personality and trying new things. I was been addicted to heroin and cocaine for about 9 years of my life.
His addiction to drugs led to an arrest and eventually
Union County Jail.
Wesley felt desperate because there was no security net to catch his fall.
Some people just don't have the same start as everybody else, and they don't have the same connections or the same group that'll lift them up.
Like most communities throughout the Charlotte region,
Union County is not immune to poverty.
As executive director of the Union County Community Shelter, Kathy Bragg can be found giving tours or fundraising, or you may find her thanking community volunteers.
Hey guys, thanks for being here today. Everyone will enjoy this so much.
In 2015, the Union County Community Shelter provided services to more than 560 individuals, including 67 families. With the temperature in the low 30s on this cold February day,
we got a good meal for y'all today, barbecue chicken and all the fixings.
Dozens of homeless people crowd into the shelter's dining hall for lunch. Down the hall in the men and women's dorms, there's barely enough space to walk between bunk beds that fill the rooms. The residents here have minimal space to store their belongings. Imagine if everything you own could fit inside a plastic bin. That's exactly what the clients have to do, and they're all stored in this closet.
We have 20 men sleeping elbow to elbow in a room that's only about 520 square foot. We're preparing 47,000 meals out of a kitchen that's smaller than your kitchen at home.
While anyone in need can get a free meal, the residents who live here must help with the daily chores, from sweeping to kitchen cleanup.
So people think of a homeless shelter, they think of what we call a hot and a cot, a hot meal and a place for someone to sleep overnight. But here at the community shelter, we know that we have to tackle this problem comprehensively.
And in order to do that, Bragg says it involves case managers on staff who work one-on-one with adult clients, helping them to become self-sufficient. Paris Toffee now works at the shelter, but remembers when she and her children were homeless.
One thing's for sure about homeless people, you never can judge a book for its cover. I always dress nice. I would go into my job with a smile. Nobody ever knew my struggle.
With a part-time job and 2 children, Paris couldn't make ends meet.
It was just a struggle to think about what we were going to do next.
But they were able to put Paris and her children in a local motel for a short time until she could find more permanent housing. Each of the shelter's clients have to meet with a case manager weekly.
We're going to take a snapshot and see what's not working and try to address those pieces quickly to get you back into housing. And then through our post-housing, which is 12 months, we'll address the bigger issues. Bigger issues like substance abuse, unemployment, or access to health care.
I felt like the world was going to end. And, just being here is just a life-changing experience all around.
We're always going to have poverty, but we can put some systems in place and some real programming in place that can lift people up, and perhaps they can break the cycle of poverty with their children.
As for Wesley Kazaya, these days he stays busy repairing broken pipes and plumbing problems. The shelter helped him find a job with a local plumbing company. He now has a home and is married, and continues working to repair broken relationships.
There are some homeless people that are just had a bad run with their situation. They, might have had family members die, and their depression kicked in, and they just couldn't function in a normal society.
Wesley shares compassion for others dealing with homelessness, and he's grateful for the people who helped him get his life back on track. For Carolina Impact, I'm Jeff Rivenbark reporting.
Thanks so much, Jeff. The Union County Community Shelter recently kicked off a $3 million fundraising campaign to build a new facility in Monroe. The 20,000 square foot building would nearly triple the size of the current facility. We're going to continue